I'm gonna do a lot of cool stuff. Need to go to the store.
It's working. It's working.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna turn on the lights. Okay.
Is it rolling?
Yes, it's rolling.
All right.
Okay. Well, you're a cop.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Why did you think you might like being a cop?
When I got into college and did criminal justice as my major, to be honest with you, the reason why I picked that major is because I knew it'd be easy. I wouldn't have to do all this hard stuff in school. I was a lazy student. Criminal justice was like, it's like, you know what, I'm not going to have to really deal with a whole lot of stupid math or anything like that, and then kind of worry about my career later.
Describe your first job. How did you feel going into it?
I felt excited going into it because it was finally, it was related to what I was studying in college. After I got out of college working with the Hamilton County Probation Department, my mom suggested that I want to try looking into being a police officer. So that was not my original first choice when I got into college. This is what I want to be, and it just kind of worked out that way.
Okay. And how about Fort Thomas? How did the experience change throughout your career?
At first, I liked. I mean, anytime you go from one job to another, even if it's the same line of work, you go to a different city. I mean, it's cool. So I really enjoyed it.
Do you like driving your cruiser around?
It's okay. It's part of the job. I mean, it's not like I get into the car every day and, ooh goody, I get to drive a police car. It's just, doing it for 20 years, it's like driving my own personal car almost. It was just, by that point in time, I was a 12-and-a-half-year officer, and, it kind of burns you out. And then I became a detective after 3 years of working there, and I was in desperate need of a change, and I had been working for 4 years, and I just got out of it. And
why'd you get out of it?
Well, it was a number of reasons. The biggest thing was being a detective is a very stressful position, and just the kind of cases you deal with, the kind of victims you have to deal with and everything. And being a detective, you can't go home after 8 hours and your day's done. You're on call and you're tethered to work, and like anything else, it just wears on you. It drags you down. And after 4 years, I was ready for a change, for a change again. And I think I'll go back to the road for the last 7 months and just not have to worry about the stress of those cases coming up or anything like that.
Okay, and how did you manage the stress throughout the last 4 or 5 years? What do you do in your free time?
I make my own beer. I got my melon over a turkey fryer looking at, to make sure, my beer's boiling right and everything. Drop the little bags of hops in and stuff like that. And then, I'll go into hockey games, Cyclones. I'm a huge fan of the Cyclones the last couple of years, and that's kind of my passion right now. I've kind of become consumed a little bit. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong?
Oh, Cyclones got their butts kicked yesterday. Lost 2 in a row, got 6-2. And these guys suck. They got almost the worst record in the league.
It's okay, Dad. Hey, what does hockey do for you emotionally?
Hockey just kind of, it makes me forget, it just makes me forget about work.
How are your family members affected by your work schedule?
I kind of think that affected the relationship a little bit. It's not like you and Mom were doing that intentionally, but you got used to me not being around. It didn't make me depressed or anything like that, but I sometimes didn't feel in the loop as much as I like to have been, and there was a lot of alone time. So,
Nothing negative, but I guess just kind of there was like maybe a detachment aspect.
Okay, and how's it like now in your last final stretch of your career? Like how is it?
For the first time in many, many years, I feel no stress.
I'm going to get it.
Smile.
I'm going to get it.
20 years as a police officer is enough. It's a long time of dealing with dirt heads. I mean, it's just you see so much negativity. It makes you very very cynical about things. Now that 2010 is here, it's 5 months away, and it's just the light is at the end of the tunnel is bright, and I know that I'm about to get out of this job and to like start a brand new career. I mean, almost start like a second life, if you will. I mean, I'd love to get into brewing.
Is that one of your plans for retiring? What are most of them that you're considering?
The big one is probably brewing. I'd love to work for Sam Adams or someplace like that, or even better, start my own microbrewery or something like that. I think that would be the coolest thing, because that's something that relaxed me too. I mean, as a hobby, it took me away from work, because I'm concentrating on what I need to do, and doing that for a second career, I think would be awesome. I would love that.
Not going to be a hockey player?
No, I'm too old. My knees are shot. I'm in piss poor shape. And I can't skate.
Hey, Dad, what are you doing?
Nothing.